Also, another person mentioned in that article is my ex-wife. Yes, she exists. It is not a ploy. It is not a ploy. I'm not trying to get into the army and lying. I'm not going through all that, you know. If she read that article, she walked around for a whole day just hurt because it said, whatever she loved, I hated. Well, that's not true. We both loved meat. I love the divorce papers. They're matted, they're framed, they're gorgeous. And I love her. Now, she is truly a funny person. She speaks in a low growl, a very low growl, as if, I don't know, as if she's just given birth through the mouth. I swear to God. She'll call me up and everything's dude. You know, dude. The whole conversation's got 12 dudes in it and only 2 other words. You have to cipher the rest out yourself. Dude. 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 And then she gets off the phone and I'm just wrenched because I understood everything. I gotta call friends and everything. Last summer we were going to Korea with the trial of the Big Bad Wolf. I was filling out my passport application, okay? And I'm doing fine. I know my name. I know my social security number, you know. I had to ask a couple of the numbers, but I got them right. And finally it gets to married, single, widowed, divorced. So I check divorce, and then it says date when divorced. Well, I pick up the phone. You know, who knows? I don't know. So I called Leslie. I said, Leslie. She said, dude. Dude. And this is at work. She's awake. I said, Leslie, when were we divorced? She said, not soon enough. You think maybe you can give me a date on that? September 18th, 1982. I said, okay, so I wrote it down. I said, when were we married? How the hell should I know, dude? How the hell should I know? Now this is one, she's going to be here tomorrow night, so I can get away with this one. As far as most of you know, you've never seen her. She smokes a little pot, okay? Just a little pot, dude. She calls me up at work one day. I'm at work, there's all these people in the lobby, okay? She says, Ronny, dude. I said, Leslie, is it safe to assume that you are hooting? She said, well, listen. I've got something I want to ask you. I said, okay, what is it? She said, well, Terry says that if I stop smoking so much pot, that maybe I could get more things done. I said, yeah, Leslie, that's pretty safe to assume. You could probably get out of the house sometime. She says, well, man, dude, you knew me before I smoked all this pot. Did I really do that much damage? I said, well, Leslie, no, I guess you did. And she said, well, then nothing's changed. I got one other person I'd like to say something about. Oh wait, it's in the article. Bill, the companion. Shock blows, huh? Well, I'd like to tell you something funny about Bill, but I can't really think of anything funny about Bill. You know how everybody in their entire life has a low point? and a high point. And you'll never get any higher, and you'll never sink any lower. Everybody gets that point. Well, I got that point a couple of years ago where I did not think that anything could possibly pull me any further down to earth, any lower. I was depressed, and nothing was going right. And when somebody like Bill comes along and saves you from that, and shows you that there really is a good world out there and that it's all worth living, you just can't make jokes about somebody like that. You just can't do that. So I'm not going to.